Welcome back Fintrospectors to the next video on how RBI is trying to save Indian economy from bad impacts of coronavirus. In our last video, we talked on repo rate and reverse repo rate. What are these tools and what RBI has done to provide necessary liquidity to the market. In this video, we are going to further continue on the liquidity measures, but we'll talk on 3 more tools that RBI has used in this scenario. These tools are marginal standing facility or MSF, cash reserve ratio or CRR, targeted long-term repo operations or TLTRO. With all these operations, RBI has cumulatively provided liquidity of up to 5 to 7 lakh crores to the economy. So let's delve deep into remaining 3 tools that RBI has utilized to provide liquidity. To explain about the third tool that RBI used to push liquidity into the market, I am going to explain a couple of new terms. So stay around and be a little patient. The third tool used by RBI is MSF, which is marginal standing facility. This is similar to repo rate, but it is like an emergency window that RBI provides to banks to take money when they really need it and money is not available from any other window. So that is when banks can use this emergency window of MSF. Because it is emergency, so bank is also charged some kind of premium from RBI. So MSF is usually higher than repo rate. RBI has defined as of now that the spread between repo and MSF will be 25 basis points. When repo rate was at 5.15%, MSF was 25 basis points higher at 5.4%. And when RBI recently has reduced repo rate from 5.15% to 4%, MSF has also come down from 5.4% to 4.25%. That is how MSF is fixed. There is a limit that how much money banks can take from MSF facility. Earlier, banks were allowed that they can take 2% of net demand and time liabilities. What are net demand and time liabilities? So whenever we use banking facilities, we either open a savings account or current account with banks. On these accounts, we have an option that we can anytime take our money whenever we need it. So this is a demand liability for banks. Consumer can take the money anytime on its or her own demand. So that is demand liability. And time liability is fixed deposits, where bank knows that when this liability is coming up and when they have to pay to the final consumer. So net demand and time liabilities includes my current accounts, savings accounts, fixed deposits, etc. So RBI earlier has mandated that 2% of the overall NDTL, which is net demand and time liabilities, can be utilized for MSF. Now RBI has increased it from 2% to 3%. With this change, it is expected that RBI will be able to push almost 1.37 lakh crores of liquidity into the system. Coming to the fourth big announcement in liquidity, it is cash reserve ratio. To explain this, I'll take a brief moment to explain how banking actually works. If a company gets banking license from Reserve Bank of India, they start open branches at various locations. So you and I, like consumers, we visit those branches, we open our savings accounts, current accounts, fixed deposit accounts, etc. with those banks. So bank starts getting money from these consumers and they use this money to give it to others who need it in the form of loans. In other words, bank is basically circulating money between have and have-nots, and that's how they make their own margin. Probably they are giving 3.5% or 4% on a savings account or 7% on a fixed deposit, and they are charging north of 11%, 15%, etc. to various consumers. The difference between the two helps banks to meet their expenses and make money. That is how banking operations work. But then Reserve Bank of India, being a regulator of this sector, put some kind of limits that how much of the overall money that a bank gets in the form of net demand and time liabilities to the end consumer. They have fixed that out of the total money that you're getting, some has to be maintained in the form of cash, liquid cash that is available with banks in kind of any emergency. This requirement is named as cash reserve ratio or CRR. So earlier RBI mandated that banks have to maintain CRR of 4% of NDTL. During COVID conditions, banks need more liquidity to give it down to the consumers. So RBI has reduced CRR from 4% to 3% of NDTL. With this measure, it is expected that RBI is putting almost 1.37 lakh crores of liquidity further into the system. So the last announcement made by RBI in liquidity measures was TLTRO, that is Targeted Long-Term Repo Operations. This is a new instrument that RBI has recently introduced in its arsenal. It was first used by European Central Bank to fight 2008 financial crisis. So what does this instrument do? When we talk about repo rate or reverse repo rate or MSF, which is marginal standing facility, all these operations, they target short-term liquidity needs, which are up to 28 days. But banks, they usually lend to people for longer durations. So this instrument, it is targeted to provide liquidity to banks for little long-term duration. RBI operations for TLTRO have been usually up to 3 years of duration. To fight coronavirus, RBI has already conducted TLTRO of 1,25,000 crores between Feb to March 27th. After announcing these measures, RBI has again taken 2.0 version of TLTRO of 1 lakh crores. So together, TLTRO of operations of 2.25 lakh crores will be conducted by RBI. Doing these operations provide two kinds of relief to the economy. First, it provides cheaper funds to banks for medium-term duration, which is between 1 to 3 years. It is cheaper because banks are getting these loans at repo rate. So the first operation of 1.25 lakh crores done by RBI was at fixed repo rate. So the repo rate at that time will be the interest that will be charged irrespective of further changes in repo rate. But the recent announcement of 1 lakh crores is floating repo rate. So if repo rate decreases further, banks get further benefit as the cost of these funds. So this is the first benefit, that banks are getting this amount at cheap cost. The second benefit is that in order to avail this facility, banks have to provide some kind of collateral. So they need this collateral, which is in the form of investment grade bonds. So when banks need to provide investment grade bonds in lieu of this money, they are going to buy these bonds from the market. So this further increases demand of these bonds in the market. Recently in coronavirus, it has been seen that both equity and bond markets have seen huge redemption. So doing these operations incentivizes banks to buy these bonds. This provides some kind of liquidity into the bonds market. Through all these liquidity measures that RBI has taken, it has tried to push somewhere between 5 to 7 lakh crores into the market. That definitely can provide relief to banking sector and other elite services. Now we'll be talking about regulatory aspect of the measures that RBI has taken.